Hello and welcome. Today we going on a journey to a city that lies at the edge of a delta, where river meets suburb, history meets diversity. Everyday life pulses with resilience and hope. That city is Antioch, California, a place often overshadowed by larger Bay Area neighbors, but full of its own stories, colors, and community spirit. Whether you drive along Highway 4, stroll by the waterfront, or explore its neighborhoods, Antioch stands out as a city with roots, challenges, and promise all at once. Antioch's story begins nearly 2 centuries ago. The settlement first emerged in 1849 under the name Smith's Landing, when early pioneers used the riverbank and delta access for docking boats and ferry landings. As the modest landing grew into a small community, by 1851 residents adopted a new name, Antioch. Drawn from the biblical city, a symbolic choice that perhaps reflected the hope, aspiration, and new lives being built by settlers in this far-flung corner of California. In 1872, Antioch was officially incorporated as a city, marking the point when this once quiet riverside settlement stepped into the formal landscape of California municipalities. Over the decades, the city evolved from ferry landing to agricultural hub, from industrial site to suburban home, and now to a diverse community interwoven with the larger San Francisco Bay Area, yet with its own distinct identity. Geographically, Antioch is located in the United States, in the state of California, more specifically, in Contra Costa County. In the East Bay region of the San Francisco Bay Area, its position is special. Perched along the banks of the San Joaquin River, at the western edge of the Sacramento-San Joaquin River Delta, it functions as a gateway between inland delta lands and the greater Bay Area. That delta geltation has shaped Antioch's identity, sometimes as a peaceful waterfront town, sometimes as a bridge for commerce, and often as a place of transitions. As of the 2020 U.S. Census, Antioch had a population of about 115,291 people, and by 2024 estimates put that number closer to 118,453, steady growth reflecting continuing migration and expansion. The population today is a rich tapestry of cultures and backgrounds. A significant portion identifies as Hispanic or Latino alongside Black, White, and other ethnic communities, making Antioch one of the more diverse cities in the East Bay. This diversity in origin, language, and heritage is reflected in the city's everyday rhythms. From multilingual households to community centers, Antioch is a place where different backgrounds meet, share space, and build lives together under a shared sky above the Delta. Living in Antioch means living at an intersection between affordable housing and Bay Area accessibility, between suburban calm and waterfront nature, between challenge and opportunity. Compared with much of the Bay Area, Antioch offers more affordable housing and relatively lower cost of living. As the city website proudly declares, land, retail, and office space here typically lease or sell for 20 to 30% less than in more central Contra Costa areas. Economically, in the early 20th century, Antioch was more industrial. Factories producing paper, fiberboard, chemicals, and steel once anchored the local economy. Over time, as industries waxed and waned, the nature of work shifted. Today, many residents commute to jobs elsewhere in the broader Bay Area, yet there remains a local economy built on retail, services, healthcare, small-scale manufacturing, and community-oriented businesses. The shift reflects a broader pattern in many suburban cities, from heavy industry toward services, commerce, and residential support systems. Life in Antioch carries both potential and challenge. On one hand, accessibility to water recreation in the Delta region brings fishing, boating, and outdoor weekends. The riverfront, local parks, and green spaces offer natural relief and a taste of California's milder, outdoor lifestyle. On the other hand, like many communities undergoing change, Antioch faces social and economic pressures. As of recent data, a portion of residents live near or below the poverty line. The city works continuously to provide services, opportunities, and a path towards stability. Food in Antioch tells a story of its own. While the city lacks a single signature dish, its dining scene reflects its multicultural population and proximity to California's agricultural bounty. Local restaurants and eateries draw on Mexican, Latino, African American, and other cultural cuisines, tacos, burritos, soul food, comfort meals, and barbecue blending with more global flavors. Moreover, being near the Delta allows for fresh produce, seasonal fruits, and sometimes river-farmed fish to make their way into kitchens near and far. The essence is simple. Antioch's plates offer variety, comfort, and a sense of home. Culturally and socially, Antioch thrives not just as a place to live, but as a community that gathers, celebrates, remembers, and grows. Among its most distinctive features is the sense of community pride and diverse heritage. Residents often speak fondly of the waterfront life, the sense of openness and space, and the blend of urban accessibility with suburban calm. Antioch's calendar carries festivals and events that speak to its identity. Over the years, the city has hosted community festivals, waterfront street fairs, and seasonal celebrations that bring together neighbors, friends, families, and locals from diverse backgrounds. These events help reinforce a shared sense of belonging, a collective experience rooted in place, memory, and hopeful futures. But Antioch also carries history, some bright, some more difficult. Its early role as a ferry landing and agricultural settlement gradually transformed with industrialization, migration, and economic shifts. As industries declined or relocated, the city had to adapt. Many residents began commuting. Housing patterns changed. The community evolved, yet through all this, Antioch has held on to its identity as a Delta gateway, as a working-class and middle-class suburb, as a place where affordability and multiculturalism coexist side by side. One interesting fact about Antioch, its slogan, often repeated in local materials, is Gateway to the Delta. That phrase captures both geography and spirit. The Delta waters, the riverfront lifestyle, the link to larger California waterways, and the promise of open land, accessible housing, and a life less congested than many Bay Area urban cores. Another notable point, Antioch was once home to significant manufacturing operations: paper, fiberboard, chemical, and steel plants, industries that provided jobs for many but have receded over time. The legacy of those industries still shapes neighborhoods, employment patterns, and the local economy's transition toward services, retail, and commuting-based livelihoods. Yet despite the shifts, Antioch remains alive, resilient, and evolving. People from many backgrounds, longtime residents, new arrivals, migrants, working families, call it home. They build, survive, dream, and hope. They use the Delta's waterways for weekend adventures. They raise children, go to local schools, work in nearby cities or inside Antioch, and find community among neighbors from different walks of life. For a viewer unfamiliar with California's big names, San Francisco, Oakland, Silicon Valley, Antioch stands as a reminder. Life isn't all skyscrapers, tech giants, or sky-high rents. There are places where affordability, diversity, nature, and community still converge. Places where people don't just pass through, they build homes, memories, lives. Antioch is one such place. So whether you come for a quiet afternoon by the water, a stroll through a local street fair, or a look at the everyday lives of families, workers, and dreamers, Antioch offers a glimpse into a version of California often hidden behind glossy city images. Real, imperfect, hopeful, and alive. Thank you for joining this journey through Antioch's past, present, and possibilities. If you enjoyed this deep dive into everyday life, history, and community spirit, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. There are more stories out there waiting to be discovered. Till next time, keep exploring.